downtown Inverness, and the perfect setting for this kind of thing. I was really excited when you told me this is the first time in 15 years in the state of Florida that a race like this has been put on.
I was surprised when I heard that myself.
That means I'm sure that we're going to have a lot of out-of-town folks. When I say out-of-town, I'm thinking, from St. Pete.
I know we've got people from
Tampa,
Jacksonville, Georgia, South Carolina. So they're coming from all over. Absolutely.
Okay, well, guaranteed to have over 100 cars racing in this. It takes a lot of volunteers to put something like this on too, doesn't it?
It does. We've got a few sign up already. We're still working. Anybody wants to come and volunteer, they can come to the ice cream shop and sign up. And I have special event T-shirts, and we'll have special jobs for them to do. And volunteers are always helpful. I mean, because the more the merrier. Let's get it.
Yeah, you got a lot of hay that you're going to have to put out.
That's right. That's right. Something like 4.5 tons of hay that need to be
to set
spread
the track
out
with.
Yeah, so.
And that takes a lot of work and manpower there.
It does.
But is there tickets to this?
It's free for the people. Can come watch for free. It's free for the public to watch. If you like, you can get it for $10. You can get a pit pass and go into the pit area where all the people are going to be set up with their carts and walk around and see that things. But that's a special wristband that they'll be passing out over there if you like. But if not, you can just sit and watch the race. There's plenty of vantage points around the track that'll be good to watch. But the start-finish line is right there by the courthouse and the theater that they're redoing. So perfect place.
The old Valerie Theater?
Yes.
And the Citrus County Courthouse?
That's the start-finish line. So it's a good vantage point to see them really come around. We also have a pace car. Nicholas Ford is bringing a pace car to do in between classes.
You're going first class on this now.
Hey, I mean,
how many laps will these guys do?
I think they generally do about, it might be 5 to 8 laps per race. So they're going to try to squeeze in as many races as they can until 5:30 when the sun goes down. We got to, be done. But then we're going to start passing out trophies and things like that on the main stage.
And what time of the morning are you going to crank things up?
They're going to start practicing around 9:30, and then the real races where they actually count are going to start at 12, right after we do the whole ceremony on the start-finish line on stage.
Okay. So, again, mark this on your calendar, the 19th of November, that's 2 Saturdays from now.
Yes, sir.
And it's first Grand Prix race like this in 15 years in the state of Florida. It'll all be downtown Inverness around the block that contains the new courthouse.
Yes.
But the official start line will be there by the old courthouse, between there and the old Valerie Theater. So you got plenty of opportunities or positions for people to get down there and get set, bring their own chairs, right?
That's right. Absolutely. I don't see why not. I mean, we're going to have fencing that will for protection, so you can find there's always a good spot. Plenty of grass.
We're going to take a quick break and come back and talk a little bit more about what's going on that day downtown and some of the things that you'll get excited about if you're not already excited after seeing that footage. So stay with us right here on Citrus Today. Welcome back to Citrus Today on this Monday morning. Josh Richardson with us, and he's talking about this morning the upcoming Grand Prix race. Did they say it? Grand Prix? Grand Prix?
Grand Prix.
Grand Prix,
Or,
okay.
I guess it depends on where you're from.
And this is going to be a great race in downtown Inverness on November 19th. Mark it on your calendar. You see the website there that is listed, Inverness Grand Prix at yahoo.com. You've also got, they can come to the icecreamdoctor.com, right?
Yeah, or you can also go to, there's a
there.
Facebook page for the race, Inaugural Inverness Grand Prix on Facebook. There's more information, maps, pictures, updates, and stuff there.
You can see the map of where you want to scout out your seat for. Now, one of the big things that you're doing is you have invited a lot of not-for-profit organizations to come downtown and sell wares and raise money for different groups. And let's talk about that a little bit, because that's really what it's all about.
That's the main thing.
Raising money for them.
Absolutely. We decided to go with 3 non-for-profits. That way, because you can hit a little bit of everybody. So we got the Relay for Life, with the laboratory services at Citrus Memorial Hospital, because Relay for Life is always a good, donation.
Excellent choice.
We want to go more local with CASA, the Spousal Abuse Center, because they generally run off all donations. So the smaller things, they have a harder time raising money than some of these other larger ones do. Along with Focus, the Friends of Citrus County Animal Shelter, they run on complete donations. So it's a smaller thing. It's harder for them to raise money. So giving them an opportunity to raise money is probably a good thing.
And there's a lot of ways that you can help them out on that day. They're going to be selling everything from drinks to T-shirts and a whole lot more that they'll have available.
I'm sure they're going to be raffles and baskets and things like that they'll do. I'm not privy to all that information because that's kind of what they're going to do. But I'll find out the day of, I'm sure. But they all have really good plans to help raise money. Now we're trying to help them out. Everything that we've raised through sponsorship, through different local businesses, that's all going to be donated to them as well. Sales from the T-shirts donated to all of them, split up 3 ways.
Takes a lot of sponsors to put together everything you need. I mean,
Absolutely.
4.5 tons of hay has got to be a little tricky.
It took a while. It's right, it does. But the town and the county has a lot of the local businesses have really helped out a lot.
Well, let's mention some of those sponsors that you want to talk about.
Some of the biggest sponsors that's really helped a lot. Nicholas Ford, they've done a lot. Stump Knockers, Tim Channel, he's done phenomenal helping me out. Mike Scott Plumbing, always. Mike Scott Plumbing is always doing good, always helping out around town. He's a huge sponsor for us. I love that. Dylan's Irish Pub downtown, Ron and Jennifer, who are also getting ready to open Cinnamon Sticks back open down by the Central Motel.
Right.
They're another large one. And Nature Coast Screen Printing, Michael down there, he's a good guy, excellent. He's helping out a lot. And Ridgeline Tire Service. He loves choppers. And I just want to tell him, about the choppers company. He said, count me in. I love it. It's a good thing. That's all, So everyone's helping out a lot. They really are. It's amazing.
A lot of people have jumped on board. If they want to get involved, even now, you can still
Absolutely.
use some more help, right?
You can sponsor, if you want to sponsor you now. The T-shirts names are all done, but you can still come out and volunteer, or you can just come by to the event and donate to the one of your choice. I'm sure they'll have just a bucket, drop some change in. If that's all you can do, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
You're going to have a lot of great vendors around the downtown area that people can visit before the race actually starts.
Right.
But are you encouraging folks to, again, take a look at that map area and figure out, where you want to be at?
Absolutely, because I'm sure that
viewing.
they can go fast. Front row, get there first. So, but I imagine that even with the things going on downtown, you can, see your spot in between, go back, walk around. There's going to be lots of stuff to see. So.
And again, you can get those pit the pit passes. You can pick them up at a few locations.
You can pick them up right at the pit area. There'll be someone there with a booth and wristbands.
Okay. Where's the pits actually going to be at?
They're on the map. It's over there on the back side of the track of Park Avenue. It's going to be on that side. So. Okay. Over by the Sheriff's Department parking lot.
Very good. A lot of area back over there that if you've got over 100 cars that are going to be involved in this thing, there's going to be a lot of interesting sights to see in the pits. And talk with these guys and gals. You got some gals racing too?
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, the ages of racing go from like 7 years old to like 57 years old. And some of the funnest is to see the 7 and 8 year old kids, helmet, a little bit in a car, because and they really move. But the Mini Max class is probably going to be one of the funnest to watch. The younger kids, that's going to be fun.
Definitely so. Well, I'm going to ask our control room to cue up again the video of these guys racing, guys and gals. I don't want to offend anybody. Guys and gals racing there around the track at Citrus County Speedway. And those folks who have been out to the Speedway and watched them race, they've got to see the action. You know how fast they're moving and how loud they are.
I
it's
believe
incredible.
That's the clone class. I believe. I'm not real specific on, but I think they're clones and they move.
What gave you the idea for this race? How'd they get started?
Well, those nice fellows, they come into the shop every time they race. They come into the ice cream shop, and they have their full suits on. I'm like, what are you guys doing? We race karts down there, and I said, I got to check this out. And then after talking with the city and kind of watching the St. Patrick's Day parade, I thought, how neat would it be to see these guys go down? And started asking around town and seeing what they thought about it. And then next thing you know, I took to the city, and they said, we'd love to. Let's run with it. So one thing led to another.
All great ideas start out that way. Yeah. And again, we encourage you to be there. It's November the 19th. It's a Saturday. Get there early because activities around the old courthouse square and downtown Inverness
There'll be plenty to do.
Will be a lot of fun before the race kicks off. Racing will start about 12 o'clock.
Oh, I forgot to mention, the Nature Coast Mustang Club is doing a Kids' Choice where you can come vote on your favorite Mustang that's there. And they'll be presenting a trophy for a Kid's Choice.
All right. So bring the kids, bring Grandma and Grandpa
bring
too.
Everybody.
Bring everybody because it's a lot of fun, and they'll get the chance to vote on their favorite
That's
Mustang
right.
too.
That's right.
As well as sit down and watch some of these great races going on downtown Inverness. Yeah. Well, Josh, thanks so much for coming in, reminding us again about this big event coming up.
Yeah.
And it's just a couple of weeks away. It'll be here quick. So again, get ready. Map out your spot so you get that seat early. Thanks to all of you for joining us as well out there. We'll see you tomorrow on the next edition of Citrus Today.